One of the most important gardens in Clackmannanshire is the Japanese garden at Cowden between Dollar and Muckert. It's one of only a handful surviving in the UK as a whole. It was the brainchild of Ella Christie, whose home was the now demolished Cowden Castle. Born in Midlothian on 21st April 1861, Isabella Robertson Christie was the daughter of John and Alison Christie, who bought the 524-acre Castleton estate in 1865. John Christie had been born at Old Monkland on 4th July 1824, son of a wealthy colliery owner and iron founder. He was educated at Grange School in Northumberland before attending the University of Glasgow. When his father died in 1859, the same year he married Alison Phillips, Christie inherited vast estates in Ayrshire, Midlothian and Clackmannanshire, each associated with coal mining or ironworks. In 1865 he purchased the estate, which included Cowden House, which he renamed Cowden Castle. This estate was country-orientated rather than industrial like the others. Castleton took its name from the former castle on the site, which had garrisoned English troops during the Wars of Independence. In 1320, Bishop Lamberton built a house there, on the site of a Pictish fort, after the lands in Muckert were granted to him by James III. During the Civil War in the mid-17th century, also known as the War of the Three Kingdoms, the house was only one of two not razed to the ground by John Graham, the Marquess of Montrose's troops, as they passed through. Christie was a keen traveller and over the years introduced many new plants to the estate, and was one of many 19th century landowners who planted rhododendrons. He encouraged his daughters, Isabella, Ella, and Alice, to travel from an early age. His only son, John, had died in childhood. He was elected to the Royal Society of Edinburgh and became a Fellow, thanks to his proposers, including John Hutton Balfour, the celebrated keeper of the Royal Botanic Garden in Edinburgh, and botanist to Queen Victoria. In 1887, Christie became seriously ill with pernicious anemia and never fully recovered. It led to eccentricity, narrow-mindedness, and argumentativeness, although his philanthropic endeavours increased, with him founding the Christie Female Industrial Homes, a series of girls' orphanages, in 1889 in East Lothian. Christie died on 19th August 1902 at his home at Buckingham Terrace in Edinburgh, but was buried at Muckert churchyard. His wife Alison had died 8 years previously. Following his death, Ella and Alice, now married and known as Lady King Stewart, contested their father's will as he'd left his entire estate to an orphanage he'd founded, without their knowledge. They tried to enlist the support of local minister the Reverend George Paulin, who they hoped would say their father was mentally ill when he drafted the will. The minister didn't agree to this. In 1903, the matter was settled, with half the estate being awarded to the women, and the other half to the orphanage. In 1904, Ella travelled solo to India, Tibet and Malay, and went on many expeditions, becoming the first Western woman to visit Samarkand and Khiva in Uzbekistan. However, it was on her visit to Kyoto in Japan in 1907 that inspired her to develop her 7-acre garden into an oriental paradise. Unlike many other Japanese gardens, This one was designed and overseen by Japanese gardeners, whose knowledge of horticulture produced one of the most spectacular and closest to a real Japanese garden in design in the early 20th century. The garden was designed in 1908 by Taki Handa, the first and only woman to have designed such a Japanese garden, with Professor Jijo Suzuki overseeing the project, although the gardens were maintained by Shinzaburo Matsuo. Suzuki, who had lost his entire family in an earthquake in Japan and had come to Scotland, spent the rest of his life maintaining the garden at Cowden. He once said that Cowden's garden was the most important Japanese garden in the Western world. An artificial lake was the centrepiece of the garden, with a central island garden that was designed by Christie herself, with bridges, including a zigzag one leading to the main island, a tea house garden, a stroll garden, and the Fuji slope, where trees were planted. In the far western corner of the garden, stepping stones led to a red entrance gate known as Tori, or Sacred Place, which led to the Shinto shrine, brought to Scotland in sections from Japan and dedicated to Imari. Among the trees in the garden were Oriental spruce, Himalayan cedar, Japanese maple, and Korean pine, a seed of which was brought from Japan in 1908. Half-double pink cherry trees were probably the prettiest flowering trees in the garden. However, there are also more common trees such as weeping Douglas fir, silver birch and alder. Among the shrubs planted were the ever-popular rhododendrons, which were a favourite with Victorian estate owners, lilac bushes and azaleas. Bright yellow laburnum replaced wisteria, as it didn't grow well in the soil at the estate. A small stream with stepping stones and a waterfall, as well as a rest house that protruded onto the water, were incorporated into the design at the gardens. Lanterns were placed in the garden, which are symbolic in Japanese culture. There were 2 kasuga lanterns, which were made of granite and were in the shape of a Shinto god. These came from Kyoto and dated from 1823. Other lanterns were from the legged class, including the snow scene lantern, which was approached by stepping stones as it was in the middle of the water. These lanterns too were granite, but neither type actually worked, although they were hollowed out on the top so that an oil lamp could be placed in them. Not only did the garden have an array of plants, trees and shrubs, but also a range of significant stones. The Fuji slope housed the seat of honour stone, while amongst the other stones to be found in the rest of the garden were the face-washing stone, the widower's stone, the master's stone, and the moonshadow stone. Christie's father, a keen arborist, planted some of the trees that remain to this day, and the garden became well known, and people flocked to see her outstanding work, including Queen Mary in 1937. The last time the garden was open to the public was in 1955, to raise funds for the St James Episcopal Church in Dollar. All guests passed the welcoming stone just inside the entrance gate, representing heaven, mankind and earth. Christie became a Fellow of the Royal Scottish Geographical Society, where in November 1934 she became its Vice President. She was also a Fellow of the Society of Antiquaries of Scotland and became a Fellow of the Royal Geographical Society in 1913, 1 month after they voted to allow women members. In 1949, Christie died from leukemia aged 87, and Cowden was inherited by her great-nephew, Robert Stewart. The garden continued with private tours until 1963, when it was vandalised. The tea houses and bridges were burned, with lanterns and shrines tossed into the water. The garden was then left to decay. In 2008, Cowden was placed in the hands of Stewart's daughter, Sarah, who is restoring the garden with the help from Professor Masao Fukuhara of Osaka University in Japan, who oversaw the restoration of the Japanese gardens at Kew in London. The garden is considered historically and artistically outstanding, and the two women involved in its creation are of significant historical importance in their own right. If you enjoyed this episode of Scotland's History, please like, comment and subscribe. Until next time, thank you for watching.